What's going on, guys? Welcome back to B-Ball TV. In order to win big in the NBA, you have to have more than just a good team. Sometimes, when you're deep into a tight playoff game, team defenses are too good to reliably score against. So, you have to find other ways of putting the ball in the hole. This is where the basketball superstars come in. The players who have the skills to go get your team a bucket when they need it the most. There are only a few players in the NBA with this capability. Players like LeBron, Durant, Curry, and Harden are some of the top names, but there are maybe 10 to 15 players who can truly call themselves superstars in the NBA. Anthony Davis is one of these players. In 75 games last season, Davis averaged 28 points and 12 rebounds with 2 blocks a game. He's easily the best power forward in the NBA and has been since he was only 20 years old. He has an unbelievable combination of size, length, agility, and touch, which make him impossible to deal with one-on-one. He's great in the post, he has a terrific outside shot, and he hits more than 80% of his free throws. The Pelicans paired Davis with DeMarcus Cousins at the All-Star break last season, hoping to create a Twins Howard scenario that will overpower their opponents with tough inside plays. But so far, New Orleans have been less than impressive. They currently stand 16-16, and apart from the stellar play from Davis and Cousins, there isn't much to be excited about. Their point guard, Drew Holiday, once an All-Star averaging 18 points and 8 assists a game, is only averaging 15 points and 6 assists, with only 34% from beyond the arc. For a team hoping to make the playoffs in the tough West, having a point guard that isn't a real threat from the outside is a big problem. Davis and Cousins are so good on the inside that they need that balance given by some good outside shooting. If the Pelicans are going to have any real chance to go to the playoffs this season, then they may have to do what nobody else would have think of. That is to trade Anthony Davis. Here are 4 reasons why the Pelicans need to trade away their franchise superstar. Number 4. Little playoff experience. Although Davis is a superstar in the NBA, he doesn't have a huge amount to show for it. In 5 full seasons, he's only managed to make the playoffs once in 2015. Despite his huge amount of talent and skill, he has yet to prove himself as a winner and a leader, and the way the NBA is set up may hinder him even further. Outside shooting and ball handling have become a vital part of winning in today's NBA. Since 2012, every Finals MVP has been a ball handler for their team. No matter how good Davis is, he doesn't handle the ball that much. Means that he can't decide what his team is doing very much. This inability to heavily dictate what his team does really obstructs Davis to affect the game, which makes it harder to win. Davis needs a good point guard to help reach the next level, and it looks very unlikely that they will get an upgrade on Drew Holiday. Number 3. Injury prone. Despite the immense level of talent that Davis has, he has had a hard time staying healthy. He has never managed to play a full 82-game season, and often only manages 65 games or so. He has a very thin frame, which means he gets pushed around a lot on the court. He has done a good job of adding muscle to his body. He came into the NBA only weighing around 220 pounds, and now he weighs more than 250 pounds, but his extreme athleticism means he's prone to injuries while he's flying through the air. The last thing New Orleans needs is their star player not being on the court. Trading him would eliminate that threat completely. Number 2. Trade value. Davis is the best power forward in the NBA, and has been for some time, and he's only 24 years old. It's very likely that he'll be the best power forward in the NBA for at least the next 6 years. He has a huge amount of trade value, and many teams would love to have him on their roster. The Pelicans also have Cousins, who seems to have reinvented himself after a bad time in Sacramento, and is bossing it for New Orleans, averaging 29 points and 13 rebounds along with 5 assists. The Pelicans could get a lot of good pieces for Davis, which would put them in a good position to push for a playoff spot. Adding shooters to play alongside Cousins would give him the space he needs to destroy opponents on the inside. A trade package that sent Holiday and Davis away from New Orleans will bring a huge amount of talents for Cousins and the Pelicans. Number 1. Bigger market. For Davis, staying in New Orleans long term may not be the best path for his career to go down. There are much bigger markets like Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, with the latter being his hometown. New Orleans is a small market, and the franchise is developing a reputation as a bit of a toxic atmosphere. They haven't had any stability for a while now, and the longer that continues, the worse the situation will get. If I was Davis, I wouldn't want to be the one that New Orleans relies on for the rebuilding of their franchise. That is too much responsibility for any player. I'm sure that Davis would much rather play for his hometown fans, with his family watching, and a move to Chicago would enable all that. So, this is why the New Orleans Pelicans should trade away Anthony Davis. Leave your opinions down in the comment section below, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more basketball related content. And until next time, peace out guys.